actually, thank you for 17 years of being a chief in independence. That's phenomenal. But along with accolades come tough questions.
Okay.
So I have no disrespect towards you or your wife. I'll let you know that right now. Okay? So the question I have for you is, to my understanding, that you are no longer certified as a firefighter or paramedic in the state of Ohio. Is that true?
That's correct.
Okay. Can you legally command a fire scene or be an incident commander?
That is not what I'm tasked to do here, and I will not do that here. I'm
Okay.
tasked here to manage the department, give recommendations, and to help assist in succession planning.
Okay. As a fire chief, okay, that's your title. I sat in this room 2 weeks ago, and Chief Rise was getting charges put against him for not going to a mutual aid call. Can you go to a mutual aid call?
I can go
Can you do anything there?
there. Get coffee,
Get
make
coffee.
some suggestions.
So I can go with you and we can both have coffee.
Right.
Okay, so legally.
Wait, I'm gonna stop for a second. This is not great. It sounds like you're cross-examining. He's not
No,
here
I'm
to
not-
do.
no. I understand. Hold on 1 second. So what I'm saying is, to be classified as a title as a chief, you have to fulfill all the recommendations for it. So, Mr. Pelosi, do you want to write these down?
No, I don't need to write them down.
Okay.
He is being hired as a consultant, he's an interim fire chief. On a mutual aid call, the company, or the city that calls him in is in command. They are in command.
That's
He is auxiliary to the command. And this is, to me, a setup on behalf of the former chief.
That is incorrect.
It's unfair to this acting chief, he's been hired as an acting chief, I approve the contract, and in fact, we put in there that he will not command on the fire scene because lack of certifications. He was forthright with us with that, and he's only going to organize the department for a short period of time until a full-time chief can be hired.
Okay, so the question I have for you, then, is his classification as a fire chief or a consultant?
Classification, he's an interim fire chief in an administrative capacity,
Okay, but the Ohio Revised Code says he needs to be certified.
only if he acts in a fire capacity in an emergency response. You are incorrect.
Okay, well, I'll have you write these down.
No,
50538, 3303.07.
you need to stop. We are done. You are done.
Okay, I'm
This
just
is
saying.
this is not appropriate. You're done. You're
Okay.
done. This is
Okay.
a meeting of the Board of Trustees.
I get it.
This isn't
I
an
get it.
interrogation of somebody we hired to be a consultant, to advise us, and that's what his contract says. He is consulting us as the interim chief
Okay.
for Olmsted Township.
These are questions the residents want.
Well, I understand, but it's more of a interrogation on
It's
somebody
not
who
an
is
interrogation, I'm just asking.
here
a
to help
question.
us repair our department.
This is a move forward. This is in the best interest of the department, the community, and we need to move ahead. Interrogating the fire chief on his very first time here. He said before, you want to come in and talk with him, his door's open.
I'm just trying to get clarification on where we
And
are.
your clarification begins to sound as an interrogation.
Fair enough.
And the Ohio Revised Code, believe me, the Ohio Revised Code, we all know. Unfortunately, we know too much. That's why that gentleman sits here. He sits here to advise us on the Ohio Revised Code. And we've had to retain other legal counsel to ensure that we are acting in compliance with the law. And we have. And we will continue to do so. Chief Nelson is here for one reason. He is here to help us move on. We are giving him a chance, and all of you need to give him a chance to make things move ahead. Thank you, Chief Nelson.
Trustee, earlier in the meeting, I raised my hand, just following your
You
presentation.
know what, but for the record though, just can you, so the fiscal officer can state your name and your address?
Am I making you nervous? Am I?
No, but you didn't follow the procedure of filling out our paperwork. And for the record, we write down who addresses.
Madam Chairman, I'm here as a citizen. The chief gave us a presentation. You won't even allow me to ask what I want to ask. I'm asking a simple thing. I want to know, the chief said to us, you are welcome to come and see me anytime. Is that correct, chief? Have you established work hours, and when might I do that?
I'm off next week.
Off next week.
I have some pre-scheduled events that I'm going to attend to, but the following week, I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 8 o'clock, 4:30.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Tom Clark, always give us your name. There's no reason not to give us your name. You know it. He's got to do it for the record.
I know.
Because later on, we've got to justify what goes on here. These are public records. We sign minutes that say these are going
Simple
forward.
point of information,
I
Madam
know, but we
Trustee.
have a process. Just the process.
Don't make it hard. You act like we're the enemy. We're not the enemy here. Frank Boyman. Frank.
Frank Boylan, Olmsted Township resident.
Thank you.
I'm kind of concerned when I saw yesterday, I was here Monday morning reviewing all this other stuff going on, and I was kind of surprised to see why our fire chief, John Rice, was put in an office at the building department. Now, that to me is appalling. He's here to represent the fire department and take care of the township residents, and he's got to go to the building department to go to
No,
work?
he has an office.
Come on.
He
Let
has
the
an
chief,
office at-
Chief Nelson, please.
One of the things that I'm asked to do is bring some normalcy back to the fire department. And it is certainly known, at least in the fire department, some of the issues that have arisen. And I've talked with the trustees. We have made it a point that when I'm in the building, Chief Rice will be there. When I'm not in the building, he will work out of the building department. And that is to bring normalcy back to the department, to eliminate any confrontations, eliminating any other future issues that may or may not occur.
If there's confrontations being caused by firefighters against Chief Rice, then that needs to be dealt with in a different manner.
Frank,
Our chief belongs in the fire station.
Frank,
That's
allow me
my
to
opinion.
address that. I received a letter from his attorney requesting that he be placed in the building department.
Okay,
It was his request.
okay. Thank you, Bill.